What up, folks? Welcome back to Ultrazilla Toys, and today I have a review of the Bandai Ultra action figure Ultraman Zero Beyond. Alright, my zillions, back with another Ultra action figure. We got a new wave that just recently hit, and this is Ultraman Zero Beyond. We actually got a SH Figuarts Ultraman Zero Beyond, which was a web shop exclusive about 2 months ago back, 3 months ago back now. I didn't get it. I knew this was coming out, and I opted to go cheap. And if you don't know, and you're going to see right behind here, this is the more cheap line of Bandai Ultraman figures. You know, they do lines for a common rider like this, and maybe that's it. And Ultraman, this line started last year, and I've gotten most of them. As far as the figures that I needed representation of, it's an articulated figure. It's not like a Bandai vinyl, if you don't know the line, but it's more basic, you know? It's a more basic line. It's better than like a basic, maybe like Power Rangers line from Bandai America. I would say it like that, but it's actually also like a 6-inch scale, so you can put these guys, if you haven't seen my reviews for any of these guys, I'm just explaining it, with your SH Figuarts. So that's what I've been doing. I've been mixing and matching since this line started, and it saved me a lot of money. So let's take a look at this guy a little further. Zero Beyond here in his Zero Beyond, Ultraman Zero in his Beyond look here. It translates decently in this figure. I wouldn't say it's as good as, say, some of the other ones. I do think the SH Figuarts looks a lot better, but since I don't have much experience with him as this, that's where I get these, like, you know, like the figures that I feel like I need representation in this form. But at this point, I feel like I'm almost getting all of them. And then whichever ones I don't want, I could give to Ultrazilla Jr., you know, like. But as far as, like, the first figures that came out, I didn't need some of them, so I didn't get a couple of the first ones. But like I said, I got most of them. Anywho. Head sculpt, I think, is actually very nice. I do like the purple on the side. It's done in silver here. The rest of the body is this, like, gray, like, kind of pearlescent plastic, which works. But the head is definitely painted silver, which is nice. And you got the purple on the sides there, and you got this nice blue, you know, aqua blue metallic on his head, which looks really cool. The fins look good. Very nicely done. He is a little unclean at the jawline there, as you can see, but it's not the worst thing in the world, especially for like $15 or below figure, you know, depending on where you get it. I think on eBay you can get it for like 20 bucks, 20 something bucks. That's shipped. You know, I do get them at HLJ, and they cost me less than 15 bucks each, so that's so perfect. He does have these little shoulder pads here. They're just done on soft plastic, and then just attach it. They don't really move, but they give you a little bit of clearance, which is fine. The sculpt is fine on them. Chest looks pretty good. You know, the timer's just done in blue, which looks good, and you know, that same. It's actually a little different, a little deeper here on the chest, and I like the pieces on the side here. That looks cool. You got all the purple markings going up and down the front there, and on the little gauntlets. And you got more of that blue, turquoisey blue, metallic. Very nice there. Looks really good. The sculpt is soft, you know, you expect it to be. You don't get everything. I mean, then why would be the purpose? Like, they can't give it to you in this type of figure, you know? So you gotta take what you can take. You got the blue again here, which looks great. Turquoise. Again, nothing on the back. You get some screw marks in there. Screw marks, screw holes. It is what it is. You're not, like, getting this for that. But you are getting a decent-looking representation, you know, basic representation of this guy without being a vinyl, without, you know, with being an articulated figure, which is nice. Speaking of articulation, let's take a look at it. Head's on a ball joint. You don't get a huge range of motion. He does have a big chin here, but you get some motion. You get nothing in the chest or waist. There you go. That's where you're giving up a ton. Hinge swivel at the shoulder. This doesn't really bother it too much, which is great. You got a bicep swivel. You got a single jointed elbow, but it's pretty deep, so that's pretty good. Swivel at the wrist, No hinge at the wrist, but you do have hinges at the hand, so you get some finger articulation, which is cool and unique for this style of figure. And I've seen them do that on the Kamen Rider ones, which is nice. Pretty much full splits there, kicks about that much, and nothing in the back. You see it's that style of hinge in there, which is cool. Single jointed knee, no thigh, no boot cut, and then the feet are on little ball joints there. So you get some okay motion there. You know, you're not getting a ton, but you're gonna get him in some action poses, which is good. And for me, again, I just need him to look like that on my shelf, and that to me is rather perfect. Let's start the size comparisons with his wave mates X and Ginga, SH Monster Arts Gamera 3, Transformers Studio Series Barricade, SH Monster Arts Gamera 3, Mezco Gomez, and the SH Figuarts Ultraman X with Gamora armor. So you can see he's a little bit taller, but like it fits, it works. Ultimately, I understand, you know, if this is not for everyone. Some folks want the more articulated, the more detailed figures, and that's totally cool. But there's a large portion of the audience that wants Ultraman figures and doesn't want to break the bank on them, but wants some more articulated figures, unlike, you know, a Bandai vinyl. And to those fans, I say, really, try out this line. I've been saying it for a while. It's not bad at all. It's really cool. You get your good Ultraman fix out of it. You don't get any effects parts or anything like that. No extras. You just get the figures. But for less than 15 bucks, I mean, granted, you have to pay for shipping, whatever. Like, let's say 20 bucks. I mean, that's not bad at all, guys. And you get a pretty cool Ultraman figure in there. I like the line a lot. I'm going to continue to get them. I'm going to continue to mix and match my Ultraman stuff and my SH Figuarts and my Ultra action figure line here, because why not? I can't spend every single time out for every... There's a lot of Ultraman, guys. I don't need Figuarts of every single one of them, so that's what I'm saying. For me, it really works. And guys, for the channel, it really works because it brings you something different, you know, like, not a lot of folks are covering these guys, and I want to give them their just due. So there you go. I'm done with this review. I will turn them around here again, and if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts on this figure. Until next time, peace out, peeps.